Welcome back to News Now, everyone. It looks like we are just moments away from this silent witness news conference here in Phoenix. It's in regards to a man. His name is Gustavo Martinez Gonzalez. Let's listen in.
Thank you again, everyone, for being here. I apologize. I have to move the mouse every so often so the screen doesn't time out. Today, we're talking about Gustavo, and we'd like to keep the interview focused on Gustavo. We are joined by his family. In just a moment, I'm going to ask everyone to say and spell their name and their relation to Gustavo. And we're just going to follow a very simple format. We're going to talk about why we're here today. We're going to talk about what their family has been going through since his disappearance. And then we're going to talk about what we want from the public and what we need from the public to solve this case. So before we jump into the name and spelling of names, I do want to point out one thing if some folks didn't catch it. Silent Witness always puts up a $1,000 reward on any case, and that is the case here. A missing persons case, in and of itself, we don't always cover those, but when we feel that we need the public's help truly and there's more the public can do, then in certain cases we will assist. In this case, the family has kicked in the additional reward money. The reward on here is up to $20,000, and that was the family kicking in $19,000 of their own, and that doesn't always happen. So this is a heartbroken family. I would really respectfully ask that we just don't talk anything about the investigation. We want to talk about Gustavo. We want to talk about helping them find Gustavo. And so with that, can we please each say and spell our name and our relation?
Hi everyone, Patricia Martinez. I am the niece of Gustavo, Patricia, Martinez, Martinez. This is Gustavo's daughter, Seidel Martinez. Spelling is Zeidel, Martinez, same. This is his wife, Isaida Sanchez. Isaida spelled Isaida, Sanchez, Sanchez. And that is Gustavo's son, spelled the same. His name is Gustavo Martinez as well, so Gustavo, Martinez, same.
And thank you for doing this.
Will you be doing most of the translating?
Correct.
So Patricia is family,
Yeah.
and has offered to do most of the translating. So if anyone wants to adjust.
Yeah, we got to adjust. You want me to move you?
Yeah, go for it.
So Patricia, can you please let Isaida know that when the time's come?
Just want to let you all know, it looks like there's a family member there who's going to translate, so let's continue to listen in.
Patricia, if you could just give us a sense, who was this man? Who is this man? And how is this man?
Quieren que le explique de quién es Gustavo, si quieren hablar y yo le traduzco.
¿Cómo?
¿Quién es Gustavo? Es
¿Que
un hombre
quién es?
bueno.
Que queremos que explique. Él es una persona muy buena, trabajadora.
He's a very good man. He's a very hard worker.
No porque esté en esta situación, pero bueno. Es
Not
así.
because he's in the situation,
Buen padre,
but because he's a good
esposo y
father. He's a great husband.
Nunca
he's
se
a
ha
great
metido
son.
en nada,
He's never been in
en
anything.
ningún problema, ni ha tenido nunca problema con
He's
nadie.
never had a problem with anyone in anything.
Una gente noble.
He's a very noble person. ¿Cómo están ustedes?
Queremos, por favor, que si el público ve algo, que
If the
llamen
public says anything,
al
please
testigo
do contact
silencioso, que no le va a
Silent
pasar nada,
Witness.
que estamos desesperados.
Because we're
Hace
very
12 días que
desperate.
no sabemos nada de él.
It's been 12 days and we had
Él
nothing of
nunca
it.
acostumbra a salir de casa sin decirlo.
He never leaves the house without anyone knowing. This is very strange.
Yo
This is not
supe desde el
normal.
primer momento que algo no estaba bien.
She knew instantly that something wasn't right.
When did you first realize that something was wrong with this transaction?
So he left the house and it looks like he was going to sell a truck. He told my aunt that he was leaving, but he didn't say when. He just put on his shoes and left. She was on the phone, she didn't know anything. She called him because it was like an hour and a half after, and he's like, this is weird, why is he not back yet? So about an hour and a half she called and the phone went to voicemail. So it looks like the phone had been turned off at that point.
Patricia, she had talked a little bit about, can she talk about how devastating this has been to the family and what we want to convey to anybody who can help with this, even if they don't think it's important information? Can she talk about what it's been like since?
¿Cómo han estado después que Gustavo desapareció? Pues no,
Muy mal, desesperado.
they've been very desperate. They've been crying.
Por eso pedimos de corazón que si alguien ve algo que llame.
So please, we
Que
ask
llamen a testigos
that you
silenciosos, que
call
nada le va a
silent witness,
pasar, que
that
todo
nothing will happen.
es en secreto.
Everything is anonymous. We're very desperate for any information that we can get.
Y que cualquier ayuda puede.
And anything, even if it's something small, it can help the investigation tremendously.
Can we take a moment, everyone just tell us who Gustavo is, and we mentioned he's a very hardworking, can we talk to the kids? Who is he to you?
¿Quién es Gustavo para ti? Puedes hablar un poquito más de tu papá.
Talk about him.
Muy importante, es la base de la familia
He's a very important man. He's the stronghold of their family.
y es la persona que nos guía.
And he's the guiding light in our lives.
Él ayuda mucho a sus hijos.
He's a very good father. He's always helping his son and
Que
daughter.
necesitan sus hijos, él está ahí para ellos.
If his sons or daughters ever need anything, he's always there.
He seems like he's such an important man for the family and also to the community. You know, talk about how the community might have also been affected by his disappearance.
Pueden hablar de cómo la comunidad le hace falta a Gustavo. Sobre cómo la comunidad le hace falta a Gustavo. ¿Qué aporta a la comunidad?
Una persona muy trabajadora y
He's always helping
nunca
out
ha tenido
anyone that needs it.
problema de justicia ni nada. Una persona tranquila.
He's never had any issues with justice. He's a very good man.
Since that moment, I know it's very difficult to put into words, but is there any description of what the family's been going through without having the answers that they need?
Sabemos que no sabemos muchas cosas en el caso, así que ¿cómo ustedes se sienten al no saber nada y hace 12 días?
Nos sentimos bien
Muy
mal.
desesperado.
They don't, obviously they don't feel
desesperación de que
well.
van pasando los días y
They're always desperate because the
no
days
se
keep
sabe
coming
nada.
and we know nothing.
Nos
Pensamos que
llaman para
pueden
pedir.
haber pasado cosas muy malas con él.
And they just keep thinking about every horrible thing that could happen to him. Because again, this is not normal.
I know that the three of you work together, Gustavo, daughter, and wife. Can you talk about how the routines kind of changed and what you did at your jobs?
Saben que Gustavo trabaja con ustedes dos y cómo eso ha cambiado, cómo ustedes están haciendo su día diario.
Todavía no hemos ido al trabajo.
They have yet to go to work since
En el
it
trabajo todo el
disappeared.
mundo lo quiere mucho, todo.
At work, we're constantly reminded that all his coworkers really care for him. They've gone to the house multiple times to check on
Nos
them.
han apoyado.
They have really supported us by distributing the flyers as well. Anyone just comes, takes a few, and then distributes them around the neighborhood to see if anybody has seen anything.
What does Gustavo do for a living?
He works at a medical supply company. He makes instruments for medical professionals.
And they have their 2 children, or how many kids?
Yeah, so just these two.
2 kids. Okay, well, does the family have anything to say to, you know, heaven forbid, this someone out there that may have harmed him, may have done something to him? Any word to that person?
Si quieren decirle que lo peor no que alguien le haya hecho daño, so que le pueden decir a esa persona que a lo mejor está involucrada en esto.
Que no le hagan daño, que él es una gente muy buena.
Pero ¿y si le han hecho daño? Es lo que le están
Y que lo
preguntando.
suelten, por favor, que estamos desesperados.
That if they have him, if they still have him kidnapped, to please let him go. Nothing is going to happen. We just want to see him safe and sound.
que por un carro no se le debe hacer a eso a ninguna persona.
That for a mere car,
Nadie
this should
merece
never
estar
have
pasando por
happened.
esta situación.
Like, you should never harm a human's life over a vehicle.
No, lo material no es lo importante es la persona.
That the material things don't matter
Si
at
lo
the end of the
tienen
day.
retenido, que si tienen dinero pueden llamar.
Is the person's life. If they have him, just call silent witness and we will figure something out, but please don't harm him.
Every day when you're with your friends and family, there's certain things they do that are almost routine. What has seemed so drastically different? What do they miss most since his disappearance? What struck them most?
Que obviamente Gustavo no está ahí, entonces ustedes no hacen la misma rutina que siempre. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que más ustedes anhelan de cuando él estaba aquí? Cuando él estaba aquí en la rutina, ¿qué es lo que ustedes más anhelan? ¿Qué es lo que quieren?
Bueno, que regrese para volver a nuestra rutina diaria, irnos para el trabajo, yo misma que trabajo con él desde que vivo aquí.
¿Qué más anhela sobre
No es
eso?
lo mismo.
It's just life hasn't been the same. She has yet to go to work. It's just everything reminds him of him.
Hasta para ver los programas de televisión lo extraño.
Even to watch their TV shows that they would watch every day, even she misses that.
Yo siempre ando con él.
Yeah, she's always with him. They're inseparable.
If anyone has any other questions, by all means, please ask, and then when we're done, we'll escort the family out.
¿Padece el señor de alguna enfermedad que quisieran hablar?
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have any mental illnesses. There's nothing. There's no health issues that he has. Maybe a little high cholesterol, but nothing serious.
Él siempre se ha cuidado, íbamos al gimnasio y todo.
He would take care of his health, and they would go to the gym together.
Which I think is causing the family the most torment during this, is they don't have the answers. They don't have the information. We don't have that critical information from the public that we need, which is why the family has come forward and increased the reward. They just want answers, and so do we. The police department needs answers. So if anybody has those, and for those who don't know, silent witnesses, both English and Spanish, 24 hours a day. Give us that information. We'll get it to the right people. But I think the family, I know the family and the department need some information from the community to get those answers.
What do you guys tell each other to reassure each other that everything's going to work out?
We just keep telling each other that maybe the people that have kidnapped him or have him, maybe they will let him go when they see all this news coverage, and that anything that we can do, it's helpful. So please contact Silent Witness if you have any information, as little as that may be, because that can really make or break the case, and we're very desperate.
Which one of them were the last to see Gustavo?
His wife was the last one to see him.
Could you have her tell us maybe a moment that she might remember, a conversation that might have stuck with her that she didn't know, might possibly have been her last?
¿No puede contar del día que él se fue y la última conversación que tú tuviste con Gustavo?
Él se fue el domingo día 10.
Yeah. They were on a phone call with family members, and he was on it too until he got that call to go see if somebody wanted to buy the vehicle, and that was the last conversation that they had, is them talking to our family, and he just got up and left.
Yo estaba hablando por teléfono con mi familia de Cuba y yo vi que él recibió una llamada.
Yeah, she was speaking with his
Y
family,
dijo
and
que iba a salir en
he
un
got a
momento
phone
para
call.
afuera cuando se pusiera los zapatos.
And then he went
Salió
out, put
y-
his shoes on,
Yo lo encontré normal
and she thought everything was
y
fine,
no, por eso no salí.
and that's
Yo
why she
estaba
didn't go
ocupada
outside, because she was
y
busy.
no volvió más.
And then that was the last time they had that conversation. And that was 12 days ago.
Duele mucho que una persona salga un ejemplo, a enseñar un carro y que no regrese más.
It hurts so much to
Sin
see
razón,
somebody just
sin
go
hacerle
outside
daño a nadie.
to show a car and then never come back, and without him harming anyone or doing anything bad.
A mí me pareció normal que saliera a enseñar el carro.
She thought everything was fine until he didn't come. He didn't come back an hour and a half later.
How long have they been married?
¿Cuántos años tienen de casado usted?
¿Eh?
¿Cuántos años tienen de casado?
De casado, 31.
They've been married 31 years.
And the family brings up a good point. We're seeking information on Gustavo. We're also seeking information on the truck. So if you know somebody who's shown up with a 2012 Ford that looks like this, or you saw them driving, we'll take any information you got, and that vehicle could lead to some information too.
We're going to take a quick break here on Fox 10 Extra. If you'd like to continue to watch this news conference, just head on over to the Fox 10 Phoenix Facebook Live. We have some breaking news here that we're going to go to after the break.